Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. It's been normal for you, but for me, it's been a while since I recorded. You might not know if you just exclusively follow Higurashi, but I was actually sick for it's almost been a week now. It's been a lot better. I'm quote unquote sick, but I'm like recovering, so I'm almost there. Just still some phlegm in places it shouldn't be and coughing, so uh I guess coughing warning. That might happen. I think the last episode I did was right when I was starting to get sick too, so timing I guess. But yeah. Also, this might be the finale. We left at a pretty good cliffhanger. Um I'd be I mean I'd be very surprised if Satoto's not dead. I feel like, it was kind of cool when I said it at first, but then I feel like they're hyping it up too much. I think she's dead. I guess the only other option is Shion went back to evil Shion and is like torturing her, but yeah, we'll see. Um, but yeah, might be a short episode though. It depends where the chapter break is. I'm just gonna take the break because again, I actually have an excuse. I'm actually not 100%, but I actually think this might be the final episode. We'll see. But the real question is, can we somehow put the blank factor into the title again? We're on a 3 streak. Last one was pretty funny in my opinion. I laughed at it, which is, haha, you laugh at your own jokes. Yes, I do. Problem. But yeah, let's see. We're going to Shion. What are we? I forgot exactly what the context was, but we're going to see Shion. Oh wait, no. Shion's missing from her apartment, and we're looking for her with Satoto. I think Rika went home, but I don't know. We're with Rena at least. Anyways, let's get started. The setting sun illuminated the neighborhood in a bright red hue. The Hojo house was being swallowed by the dust. Yes, that's right. We're going to the Hojo house if you think Shion might be hiding in plain sight tactic and just chilling at the Hojo house with Satoto. It looked completely different from the time I came here with Shion. I quickly noticed that the path to the entrance was covered in weeds and dust. It felt like this place had been abandoned by the flow of time. I mean, to be fair, it's not like... I mean, I just, never mind. Teppei probably made Satoto do, garden work. When Rena rang the doorbell, it echoed inside the house. I couldn't hear any other sound coming from inside. Oh, Rita's here. Okay. I remember that was a question last episode, because they did this whole scene, but Rita didn't make a sound, so I just didn't know if she just went home. But is it Rita on the squad? Little good. Though, I mean, it doesn't matter if they died, but we're a little safer with the top meeper. Rena put her hand on the doorknob and turned it vigorously. Clank, clank. The door was locked. Okay. I mean, how bad can it be? Last time we got beat up by a couple of adults, but again, we have Rika. We have the power of a god on our side. Surely nothing bad will happen. We went around the side of the house, however the curtains were closed so we couldn't see inside. Rana pressed her face right up against the window to peer inside. We can't turn back now. There must be a clue, even something minor would help. If only we could find some clue that pointed to Satoto and Shion's whereabouts. If they're not here, then I think she must have went into the basement of the Sonozaki place, or somehow switched places with Mion. That's literally the only hiding place. I feel like, I mean, I guess she knows about Rena's hiding place at the dump, so she could go there, but I don't know. I feel like they don't usually use the storehouse too much, right? Or not the storehouse, the basement. But I could be wrong. I carefully examined the exterior of the house. Excuse me. Were there really no traces? There had to be signs that the two of them came here. There were small marks on the walls and pebbles on the ground all around. Nice one. It all looked perfectly natural. The rhyme, by the way. Completely ordinary. The only thing that seemed abnormal was the dismal lighting from the setting sun. There's no point staring at that. I needed to focus on finding the two of them. Before I knew it, I walked away from Satoto's house and toward the forest. The same forest where we were that night. I noticed something glimmering in the bushes. What could it be? I slowly approached. It was like a mirror or something, shining a light at me that seemed to signal its presence. Oh, I found a familiar scooter buried in the bushes. So this is Shion's scooter. I wonder if she noticed Satoko was dead partway through riding it. Or she could have just fell and killed Satoto. Satoto's dead. I totally think the taser thing just killed her. Just because of Kichi's little line delivery, which was really funny. Describing her as heavy as a corpse. And the fact that we've seen the taser kill before. I think it's just the ironic thing they're gonna do with it. But I guess if Shion wasn't crazy, that would definitely trigger her craziness, so yeah. It looked a lot like Shion's scooter. I lifted it up and checked the plate number. No doubt about it. Shion hid her scooter right here. I had a bad feeling about this while running towards Satoto's house. Or, that's also a great explanation. It is literally right outside of Satoto's house, so probably means Shion is just hiding in the house. It's a little odd. I do think it's a little odd she's hiding in the house the day they kill Teppei. Because you feel like once the police figures out that Teppei's missing, they would search the house. Right away. But maybe she has the strats. In Satoshi's room, everyone knows you don't go into Satoshi's room. Yes. Rena was peering into the kitchen window but quickly looked back at me. We're breaking in. Fuck this. I pulled off my tattered shirt and wound it around my fist. My right fist. Good. When you're breaking a window, use the shirt technique. It works. Don't kill your hand. Not from experience, just saying. Then I slammed into the center of the window with all the strength in my body. The glass made a clamorous racket as it shattered. I have never heard of that word. Fake glamorous? I mean, clamor is a word. So this makes sense. Clamorous. Making a loud and confused noise. Okay. Interesting. It's spelled right. Yeah. Huh. New word just dropped? That's cool. Expand the dictionary, I guess. I could tell from the surprise in Rena's voice that she was frightened, but at this point I didn't care anymore. The presence of that scooter implied that Shion and Satoko came here, which means there's a chance that they're still here. I thrust my hand through the broken window, undid the lock, and opened the window. The muddy, stagnant air immediately started flowing out from the room. Muddy, huh? That's also an indicator, I guess. I rolled a trash can over to the window and used it as a stepping stone to climb inside. Rena and Rita-chan gave me a dubious look, but they quickly followed behind me. I used the stainless steel sink in the Hojo family's kitchen as a foothold to lower myself down. This was breaking and entering, but at this point it was inevitable. We already did it. Who cares? The tatami mats creaked underfoot as I stepped into the living room. My heart rate was steadily climbing. Turn back now. After this point, there will be no turning back. Another part of my mind was shouting at me for even thinking such a thing. At home already, Kichi Maibra. Don't come any closer. Dude, we're about to see a dead Toko. No shot. And then shit's gonna be like, kill us. Endgame, maybe. Was it my survival instinct, a sixth sense, or just plain old fear? I couldn't let myself give into fear. I mean, Keiichi's hyping this up really hard, so. Oh my god. It's a dead Toto. I felt my thoughts were getting moist and damp. Moist? Oh, I guess it was raining that day, right? Or was it raining? I forgot if they ditched the rain in this arc. I don't know. When I looked down at my feet, I noticed dark spots like coffee stains on the tatami mats. The tatami mats had absorbed a large amount of jet black liquid and became unpleasantly damp. I could see an overturned coffee cup that looked dry. Renner's voice was a little shaky. I could also make out a pile of dishes and old toast on the corner of the tatami mat. She hates coffee. Alright, picky eater. I don't know, man. I feel like rice and miso soup is such like a heavy breakfast, but I also don't eat breakfast. But when I did eat breakfast, it was like cereal. But you know, different cultures. Rika-chan picked up a slice of bacon that had fallen next to the sliding door. Dude, apparently, because my dad lives in Japan, he says the bacon's ass in Japan. I don't know if that's true. I'm just repeating what he said. I think like most of the meats taste a little less good in Japan, but obviously besides fish. So I'm just doodling Japanese bacon. I don't know if that like it literally just looks like bacon. It looks a little different actually. A little weirder, weirdly cut, a little thicker, kind of like a Canadian back bacon, but like not that thick. I don't know. Sorry, when we see food, we need to talk about it. This is when Shion realizes that she killed Satoto. Teppei Hojo seemed like the only possible cause. I mean, that's also true. But not, I feel like Shion, is Shion into Western stuff? I feel like she's more into Western. That might just be my headcanon, but like it kind of made sense that Mion's more into traditional food while Shion's more into Western, just because, you know, they're like opposite halves. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. But he was already dead. I picked up 2 coffee cups that had fallen down on the tatami mat. Yeah. A big tell is you really think Teppei would make breakfast for 2? Well, I mean, I guess Satoto could be making it. But, like, you think Teppei would let Satoto make breakfast for herself? That might be the case. Excuse me. At the very least, it was clear that the 2 of them came here that night and tried to have breakfast here. But the 2 of them must have left in the middle of breakfast, which implied the 2 of them weren't here anymore. No, bro. The fishy aroma. Goaded Uminato-san from earlier came drifting in. Could this be the combined smell of old coffee and dried bacon? I'll be honest. Like, wait, fishy aroma is Erika-san, right? From Uminato? I always preferred, the... Wait, no, it's not fishy aroma. Never mind. Fishy aroma is something different. The Erika-san's the great detective knows. Anyways, now my commentary like makes like is like 0 relevance. Though there's a song called Fishy Aroma. I was gonna say the Bread of Life is my favorite Erika-song, but that's compared to the great detective knows, so it doesn't actually matter. But yeah, Bread of Life, low key banger, and the Uminato soundtrack maybe a little underappreciated. Though I don't know the opinions of it, the popular opinions. I feel like the Great Detective, or the Great Detective Knows is a pretty popular track. Anyways, the nasty odor smell like garbage, dude. I don't know if it's apparent, but I feel like, even though I'm so sick, I feel so much better than like the last episodes I was recording. I'm like bantering off the walls. It's just, I haven't recorded a lot in a week, man. I'm just excited to be here and not be COVID infected. This, yeah, we read that. The smell seemed to be coming from back there. Rena quietly put her hand on the door. Don't open it. Once again, the voice in my heart stopped me from moving forward. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The police will find it eventually. Just pull the band-aid off. Pull the band-aid off so we can just go to the next road, alright? She's done with this shit. The other rooms? Yeah, fuck this. Oh no, bro. We're just gonna hear a loud Rena scream. Or a distraught meep. Maybe I was just being a coward. I turned my lights around and headed towards the bathroom. But the next moment... Bro, I called it. Easiest prediction. Not a distraught meep, though. I heard a scream loud enough to burst my eardrums coming from behind. To be fair, I know I'm judging Keiichi, I'd run away too. I'd be way too... I'm already so nervous, even though I'm pretty sure we already know what happened. Dead Toto. A scream of desperation, the kind that can only be emitted by those in an abject horror. The smell drifted in from the room all at once. It was that fishy aroma. I started gagging as soon as it hit me. I mustered the courage to slowly look back. I did see Rena standing at the other end of the doorway. Yeah. Oh, red? Okay. That's not actually what I was expecting. The bathroom was dyed red. Maybe it is torture? It wasn't from the sunset pouring in through the window. The walls lit by the vermilion sunset were scattered with rusty red stains. She almost flopped down on the futon. Oh, Shion's dead. Huh. Oh, she ripped her throat out, I bet. Toto killed her. Rise of Evil Toto, revenge for tasering her. But I think she probably ripped her throat out. From... Oh, maybe Satoto died. And then Shion reached Matt's level and just ripped her throat out. And, like, right at the spot. That made sense, I think. Sorry. Warning? Probably should actually just warn you. It's alright, it's coffee and ASMR. You don't like it? But Shion was dressed in regular clothes instead of pajamas, and her shirt was tattered and covered in holes. In holes? Okay, I'm wrong. Maybe she didn't rip out her throat. It seems like she was stabbed to death. I noticed a bloody kitchen knife laying on the ground right beside her. Okay. So Satoto's not there, so Satoto actually just killed Shion. Holy shit, that's a twist. I was expecting a dead Toto, man. Rena stood perfectly still with her hands to her mouth. She stood there trembling with a face that simply couldn't comprehend the situation in front of her. It's the face from Higurashi Do after Rena tells Keiichi about Oishi at the end of whatever that art's called. That was a really twisted Rena face, dude. And then... Never mind? Oh shit, new thumbnail just dropped? Okay, so what they're describing is different. Even though they're showing Satoto right now. Apparently she's underneath Shion's body. So what happened? No throat rippage. Either Satoto woke up, stabbed Shion to death. I think it might be just that Satoto got killed by the taser and then Shion just stabbed herself to death instead of ripping out her throat. Maybe. That's a that's a horrifying CG. Jesus, look at that. One of bro, the eyes too. It almost looks like it's following you if you move around. Yeah, probably actually one of the spookiest CG. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it took a little bit to hit me. Can you even see like the blood stains from Shion? Nice. Spoiler, by the way. Don't spoil the spoilers in the thumbnails. How can I pass up using that, though? I noticed a patch of disheveled hair hiding underneath Shion's body. My hands trembled as I mustered the courage to move Shion's body aside. And I found Satoko curled up underneath her. When I moved, the arm wrapped around Shion's shoulders, her head fell with full force. In the awkward manner that a doll's head might move. There were strange stars on Satoko's neck, like her throat was clawed out. Oh, never mind! Never mind, this is a completely different story. I was wrong. She did not get taser killed. Aiden, your prediction sucks. So she got tasered, she lived, she went crazy, killed Shion, then ripped at her own throat. But why was she underneath Shion? I did not warn you. Here's the thing. This is actually really cool because it's like it's cool because this is like the nail in the coffin of why you don't kill Teppei, because Satoko's just kind of freaked out because she thinks he just ruined her chances of like meeting Satoshi again. This is like the ultimate end goal that we never see when Teppei gets killed in Hidura. I mean, we kind of see it because Satoko just yeets Keiichi off the bridge, but this is like the extreme sense. And it's like a piece of the puzzle, you know. Yes, you killed someone. That's really bad, and it changes your life forever, but also you gotta remember that the Satoko factor turning, going L5. Okay, that's cool though. I did not expect it to go down like this. Though I'm pretty sure we get what this is about though. Rena streamed again and it brought me back to my senses. I mean, Rita knows. Oh shit, Rena started grabbing things around her and throwing them. And screaming like crazy. Oh god. Dude, I'm scared. Run, Keiichi? Actually, don't run. I don't know, man. Ren is about to explode too. Oh, this seems actually amazing. I actually love that. I mean, I know, but I won't tell you. Man, this would be like crazy if you showed it to a person who didn't know. Though I guess it like kind of spoils Bless Shion and Minaguroshi, but like still. Yep. Rita-chan's muttering clearly reached Rena's ears because she turned to look while still screaming. Rita-chan looked up at me with a despondent expression that told me she had given up on everything. I was surprised because I've only ever seen adults make that facial expression. Keiichi. これは決まっていたことなのです。誰が決めたんだよ。Sorry, I was detoxing myself. There's some water. Hate it, man. The energy's there, but it's not letting me. It's not letting me do what I want to do. What is it, Rita-chan? If this was already decided, if you knew this was going to happen, why can't you explain it to us? I mean, she might as well. Like, there's not actually any, like, negative things that could happen. I guess actually there is, because Rena's like crazy right now. Who decided this? What did they decide? And for what reason? That moment, I felt a chill run down my spine. Even if Keiichi and the others did something they shouldn't have done, none of that matters right now. True? The words Rita-chan told me at the schoolyard crept into my heart. Did you know, Rita-chan, that we did something we shouldn't have done? I guess she might have seen a world like this. Though, again, the only problem with Rita-chan seeing, like, a world specifically like this is the fact that Shion being kind to Satoko should be a new thing. Because that's something she gained after countless loops. But she definitely could have seen a world where Satoko kills, like, Keiichi or whoever saves her from Teppei. That's a thing, but I don't believe they can see like less Shion routes until like Sumi Horoboshi passes. At least in my headcanon. And we kind of learned that from Do, but obviously Do and Sotsu, but obviously that was written later, but still. It's canon, you know. We killed a man on the night of the Watanegashi. That was something that shouldn't have been done. Did that make Oyashiro-sama angry? Hanyu? Did you do this? And as a result, the two of them were killed on the day of the Watanegashi? Kinda? Rena seemed afraid to speak those words. Those who invoke Oyashiro-sama's angers will be cursed. The curse always falls on the day of the Watanegashi. That was what Hinamizawa decided. My voice was trembling. Nope. I mean, it's kinda, but nope. It's hard to explain, Keiichi. Rena's eyes looked incredibly dark. The sight made me shiver. Rena versus Tatena? Oh, wait. She's not curse-pilled? Okay, Rena. This is why she pops off in Minaduroshi, kinda. Alright, maybe the next one, because, I mean, she does pop off in Minaduroshi. That's right, I'll never forgive the culprit either. I picked up the bloody, smelly knife that had fallen beside Shion. Even though my heart had taken a beating a while ago, it's finally regaining its strength. Standing in front of Shion and Satoto's body filled me with energy. I'll never, ever forgive the person who took something precious from us. Poke Satoko. She's playing dead. This is actually evil Toko. Even though her neck's ripped out, apparently. I stood tall and found a new reason to live. Hatred. Oh my god. Rise of the Revengers. We fought to save Satoko. We fought more than anyone else to win back our precious, everyday, peaceful life. But even so, in the end, something stood in our way. It's unforgivable. I'll never forgive the person who took from us what we hold dear. Did stream also end series? Oh, never mind. For now, I stood with Rita-chan. We fluctuated between anger and sorrow as we stared down at Satoko and Shion's body. I mean, it's fine that I really like this segment, especially like before this. It's fine they're playing up this revenge angle, but I feel like at this point in time, you probably should like have an idea of what's happening. Not the full idea, but like a decent idea. So like, I love Keiichi and Rena popping off, but like it's a little less effective than like if this was like earlier. Obviously you can't really show this earlier in the series, but you know what I mean. because we already know what happened. I mean, obviously it affects me less because we know everything, and it just looks like a funny yet cool monologue. But yeah, but this was really good. I love the like the just the beginning of the chapter. Like there's such a big tension build up right to the climax, and then Rena's just throwing shit around. Like it was awesome. Also, we're not done. I will finish it because I feel like we're gonna be close to being done, even though my body's telling me no. Um, yeah, we'll finish this, then we can. Our here's the thing: there's probably a curtain call. Curtain call. It's a pretty good spot to end. I don't know. I guess I'll just end. Yeah, just oh my god, it's 2:40 in the morning. Okay, yeah. Dude, why am I so awake still? Yeah, we'll end. I'm sick, guys. I'm sick. Maybe by the next episode, which I'll probably actually just record tomorrow. Maybe I'll be a bit better. And just being a little bit better means I won't have to jump scare you with my terrible coughing. But honestly, like great chapter. Probably my favorite chapter of this arc so far. I just thought there's like a lot of emotion. Also, after we're done this arc, I do want to do like a review of this and the last arc. I don't know why I didn't do a review of last arc, um, but I definitely want to review each arc because I do think it's probably proper too. But yeah, this chapter was a fucking banger. Honestly, like that last cliffhanger into this, it was worthy of it. Look at that, man. I'm not even tired. It's 2:40 in the morning. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um, Thank you for dealing with the coughing if it didn't ruin your experience too much. I know. Professional reader Aiden, you're not supposed to make noises. Um, it's my bad, but it happens. And next time we will finish up the arc for sure. I mean, surely like it's the end of the arc. There's not much more that can happen. Maybe we'll see Ren and Keiichi's futile journey to find who killed her. Actually, I guess it could go down different routes. Like, what if they think Mion did it and kill Mion? I would hate that, but also like love that. But as a Mion stan, I would hate that. But yeah, lots of possibilities. But thanks, and see you guys next time. Peace.